hata baada ya Wakenya kudhani kuwa ripoti ya maridhiano itasuluhisha tatizo sugu la gharama ya juu ya maisha. Sasa ni wazi kuwa kimetoramba, kwani ripoti hiyo iliyotolewa tarehe 25 Novemba haijaangazia swala kuu la kupunguza gharama ya juu ya maisha. Langu jina ni Mokoma Gabriela.
We are indeed proud to unveil the National Dialogue Committee's report, which has been electronically submitted to the principals representing both the Kenya Kwanza and Azimio la Umoja leadership. It is our firm belief that the report has addressed the issues that form the basis of the talks, and the recommendations therein will progressively heal our wounds.
Viongozi wa Azimio na Kenya Kwanza waendelea kutoa maoni kinzani kuhusu ripoti ya maridhiano, huku kiongozi wa Azimio Raila Odinga na Rais William Ruto wakionekana kuunga mkono ripoti hiyo.
I have seen the recommendations. They are in good stead. All the recommendations they have made, they are practical. We are going to work on those recommendations.
Our team was able to get positive results on a number of the issues that we had set out in our demands.
Baadhi ya mapendekezo ya ripoti ya maridhiano iliyoongozwa na Kalonzo Musyoka na Kimani Ichung'wah ni:
And now our recommendations. The committee has been able to build consensus on a majority of issues. However, there is a divergent opinion on a few issues that have been referred to the leadership of the two coalitions for further consideration. To this end, the National Dialogue Committee has resolved the following amongst others. Number 1, electoral justice and related matters. A, audit of the 2022 electoral process. NADCO has recommended the evaluation of the 2022 electoral process. B, restructuring and reconstitution of the IEBC. NADCO has recommended the establishment of an expanded selection panel from the current 7-member to a 9-member selection panel. C, time for resolution of presidential election petitions. NADCO recommends the increase of timelines within which the Supreme Court shall hear and determine a petition challenging the validity of a presidential election from 14 days to 21 days. D, electoral legal reforms. NADCO has recommended that legal reforms passed less than 18 months to the general elections become effective in the next electoral cycle. On cost of living, gharama ya maisha. A, NADCO recommends that all arms of government shall reduce their travel budgets by 50%, and that the Salaries and Remuneration Commission review daily subsistence allowances for state and public officers with a view to reducing by 30%. B, NADCO recommends the Minister of Energy and Petroleum, in liaison with the National Treasury, to reduce the road maintenance levy and the anti-adulteration levy by 5 shillings and 3 shillings per litre, respectively. C, NADCO recommends that the national government finalizes the transfer of all devolved functions and provides for the concomitant resources to the county governments. D, NADCO recommends that Parliament shall amend the Constitution to provide for the equitable share to the county governments not to be less than 20% of all revenue collected by the national government from the current 15%. However, the committee was unable to reach a consensus on a number of other proposals on the matter of cost of living, including the reduction of VAT on fuel from 16% to 8%, and scrapping the housing levy. These twin issues are contained in the Finance Act 2023, I beg your pardon. Number 3, entrenching of funds into the Constitution. NADCO recommends the entrenchment of NGCDF, the National Government Affirmative Action Fund, GAF, and the Senate Oversight Fund. B, NADCO further recommends the Ward Development Fund to be established by statute. Number 4, establishment and entrenchment of state offices. A, NADCO recommends the establishment of the office of the leader of the official position, who is the leader of the largest party or the leader of a coalition of political parties that garnered the second greatest number of votes in the immediately preceding presidential elections with 2 deputies. B, NADCO further recommends the establishment of the office of the Prime Minister to be nominated and upon approval by the National Assembly, appointed by the President. 5, fidelity to the law on multi-party democracy. NADCO recommends the establishment of the Independent Political Parties Regulatory Commission as an independent body that shall be responsible for the registration of political parties and their office holders and the management of political parties' funds, a role currently vested in the office of the Registrar of Political Parties.
Rais William Ruto ameunga mkono ripoti hiyo na kusema kuwa atahakikisha mapendekezo yote yameshughulikiwa ipasavyo.
I want to congratulate all the teams that were involved in the dialogue process. They have come up with recommendations. Those that belong to the executive, I will make sure that we execute without any delay. The job of the rest of us as Kenyans now is to unite and move together into the future to build our country, to build the unity of the citizens of our country, and to work on our economy so that we can grow jobs and we can enhance production and productivity so that we can reduce the cost of living and we can create opportunities for Kenyans to be their best. Sasa wale watu walikuwa wanazungumza mambo ya dialogue wamemalizana na hiyo kazi. Na tunawapongeza wamemaliza hiyo kazi. Sasa tuungane tupeleke Kenya mbele. Wametoa mapendekezo. Na hiyo mapendekezo yote wametoa ni sawa. Mahali wamesema tupunguze gharama ya serikali. Ile watu wanaenda safari, ile watu wamesema ipunguzwe by 30%. Ingine wamesema ipunguzwe by 50%. Hiyo ya 50% nimefanya tayari kupunguza hiyo by 50%. Ile wanasema ipunguzwe by 30%, mimi napendekeza hata tuongeze ikuwe 50%, ndio tupunguze zaidi. Ndio Kenya iweze kusonga mbele. Because we must learn to live within our means. Yale mambo mengine yote wamependekeza, sasa nyinyi wabunge muende mukalie hiyo maneno, tumalizane, sisi wa Kenya wengine tuungane, sasa tushirikiane na kujenga taifa letu la Kenya bila ugomvi, bila chuki na bila ya kugawana. Tuwe pamoja so that we can move together as a country.
Kiongozi wa Azimio ingawaji amekubali ripoti hiyo shingo upande kwa kutozingatia gharama ya juu ya maisha, anaonekana kutaka kura ya maoni wakati ambapo Wakenya wanapambana na gharama ya juu ya maisha.
We made what we believed were reasonable proposals on how to address the rising cost of living. But the government side flatly refused, terming it their exclusive business and further arguing that they got the mandate of Kenyans to execute their Kenya Kwanza economic agenda. In the coming weeks, the majority of Kenyans will be carrying the burden of increased school fees besides the many crises in the education sector.
Raila Odinga amejiondolea lawama akisema kuwa alijaribu kila awezalo, lakini serikali ilidinda mazungumzo ya kupunguza gharama ya maisha.
The two teams were unable to agree on the need and the means to reduce the cost of living. This is why we have described the document the committee presented as imperfect and unfinished. They told our team that the cost of living was a government issue, that they have a manifesto and the mandate of the people of Kenya to implement it. This is the hustlers, the Juakali, the Mamamboga, and the border border. Our team realized that the whole issue of cost of living is extremely sensitive in the Kenya Kwanza circles because it is a gravy train on which many corrupt interests have converged. Cost of living cannot come down because the key people in the government are eating from it.
Kura ya maoni inayopendekezwa na Raila Odinga huenda ikamharibia Ruto, kwani Raila atatumia swala la gharama ya juu ya maisha kumshambulia, na Wakenya basi huenda wakaunga mkono Raila Odinga. Jina langu ni Mwakoma Gabriel na haya ni makala ya upekuzi na The Gabriel.
I'm in the Gabriel show.
Welcome to the Gabriel TV.
Hujambo na karibu katika the Gabriel TV. And this has been the Gabriel TV. Remember to subscribe and like down below.
Welcome to the Gabriel TV. Make sure you subscribe, comment, share.
Hello and welcome to the Gabriel TV. I want to welcome you all to the Gabriel TV.
And this is
the Gabriel TV.